Thanks for stopping by, and just before, for the shameless plug that I'm about to make for my channel, do us a favour and stick a thumbs up. It's easy, just do it from the telly. I don't know, everybody asks, but I mean it. I really do need your thumbs up, please. So we've done a video before about the 1250, haven't we?
We have indeed.
And we talked about what it was like to sit on the back from a pillion tails point of view, and that was absolutely ages ago, wasn't it?
It was a very long time ago. Yeah.
But we've spent some time, not a considerable amount of time, so it's not bum-numbing time,
No.
but it is worth having a quick chat about seating positions and how you feel. So
I suppose you have to bear in mind, said wife has lots of padding. So
I didn't say that.
This is only relevant for those people with padding, and those with skinny bottoms it may obviously be different. So first things, when I first kind of got onto it, it's like pedestals. How long have I been riding a bike? Those things I put my feet on, bit wider, but once you get your feet on them, don't really feel any difference to particularly. So seats,
is your leg position in the same place as it was?
Pretty much. It seemed, I initially thought it was a little bit lower, but I don't think it is. I think it's about the same.
Sorry for the wind.
Yeah, sorry for the wind. That's not me. And so yeah, that all kind of seems about the same. Now I don't know. There seems to be a lot more space between where I'm sitting here to where Wayne is here, and there's another car coming. So,
but we think that's because the back box is further back, yeah.
Because the back box we've got here is very much smaller. So, seat very comfortable, standard kind of seat. We have seats on the old GS, on my old GS.
Cool covers, yeah.
Cool covers. So these are a bit different. Have stuck to them a couple of times when I've tried to get off.
With your jeans.
Jeans rather than my normal.
Very awkward moment at the Super Sausage.
Yeah. Or not that, yeah, a little bit awkward. So that's all good. Panniers, do I like them or not? They look really small. I thought the other BMW ones were small compared to my previous ones.
Which were the Outback Trekkers.
The Outback Trekkers,
Sorry to keep interrupting.
Yeah. So there's a couple of pluses, I suppose, in the sense that these you can obviously have at different sizes, whereas it does seem a bit of a faff, isn't it? Just kind of trying to open them the whole time. You said to me, didn't you, you prefer just the handle? Just the handle is actually really easy. It's smooth, it's quick, it's no problem. This year, I feel like you're doing this. Why would you want degrees of the pannier size? Degrees. That could come in handy. It could be a pro, it could be a con. But you know, if we're out touring, to be perfectly honest, they're going to stay out anyway because we tend to have it slightly wider anyway. So back to seat, heated. Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. I could feel that it was on one, but I could feel that still quite easily through my jeans at this time. It's not exactly very cold today, but that's all good. So sight from a pillion perspective in front is, to be perfectly honest, is pretty much it's exactly the same. It feels exactly the same. Seat position does make a difference where the rails are at the back, where the these rails here from a perspective of the back box. I can feel those on the side of my leg, but I can on the other one as well. Maybe because the back box is, I think that back box is further back than our back box, which is giving us a lot more space between myself and Wayne on the front. Do you want to just lift that seat up and see if you can adjust it easily yourself? You have to lift it up front and rear and push it back. Pull and then pull it back. That's easy, isn't it? Yeah, it's easy enough. Oh, that's very easy done. So that's the position we had it in when we first left, and then we changed it. That's the position that I feel more comfortable in. And does that give more room between us two, or does it give less, or does it move you back, give you more? It moves you slightly further back. Right, okay. Towards the back box. Again, I don't know whether I've got more. There's definitely, say on my old GS, on your old GS. So when we were touring this year, there was probably a couple of hands widths between myself. Oh, wind again, yeah. But this one with the seat in this position, when it's further back, there's a good sort of hands width this way rather than this way. So there's a lot.
Maybe I've lost weight.
Feels a lot.
Do you think I've lost weight?
You'd like to think you'd lost weight, but actually you haven't. But you know, so from that perspective, yeah. Overall feel of whether it's different or not, from a seated position, pretty much the same. Right. Engine note. It's a very different engine note. I can hear like a kind of almost. It's not a whine, but it's a slight kind of whine. What it does sound a little bit more like is the our old BMW scooter, which is probably not a good thing to say, but it is quieter. I do feel it is a bit quieter.
Do you?
Yeah, I do feel it's a bit quieter.
Yeah. That's because we've got the Akrapovic exhaust on the other one, and the exhaust on this one is the stock small one, right, which I think I could do with a slightly louder exhaust, which will overtake the whine that I'm getting from that gearbox.
But it's nice. It seems to handle really well. It pulls really well. It does. So I mean, overall, you know, does it feel different? Yes, it feels. It almost feels a little bit more sporty. It doesn't. When I look across the front, it doesn't look as big. It doesn't look as I'm a GS. It's more I'm a GS.
I'm not sure that is the way that we'd want it to feel, but I get where you're putting. And interestingly enough, you haven't seen as many reviews as I have, or any reviews. But the point is, for you to come up and say that it has a sportier feel about it is really quite interesting, because that's what everybody's saying. Well, that's how it feels. That's kind of how it feels. Don't get me wrong. It's still a nice seated position. It's still comfortable. As I say, I haven't done any really long rides on it, but as it stands at the moment, does it feel significantly different to the old GS for me as a Pillion? Not dramatically, no. But anything you don't like about it?
No. That's all
anything
good.
You particularly do like about it?
Kind of quite neutral at the moment, but maybe that's because I haven't ridden it for long enough yet.
Okay.
But it's good.
There you go. It's good. Right, that's us. Thanks very much for listening to what she's got to say rather than what I've got to say. She is my line manager, so ultimately she knows exactly what...
really? I'm the one that matters.
Yeah, because she's paying for it when we order it. Is that true?
Of course, dear.
Yeah. Right, say bye now.
Bye now.
Should we go through that flood? What do you say? Photo. And
video.
Say again.
Yeah.
Say again.
Photo.
Or
video.
You're taking the mickey out of my camera, aren't you? You don't know how to open that, do you?
I'll work it out.
You don't, do you? Go on.
Work it out. There's got to be something down here. So I've opened that bit. I don't know. Could be in here somewhere.
No.
Here somewhere.
No. Yay!
You see? I'm not daft. Well, I am.
Not daft me.
Not
you are.
daft.
You married me.
I know, exactly. Right then.
You got Triumph on your back.
I know. I need a new one. This is my old one.
You need a sponsor. That's what you need.
That's my old one.